Hi everyone, it's Savannah with Team KLAFT at Keller Williams Lakeside, and we are back with another video today. So before we start, I just want to remind everyone to comment on this video, subscribe to this channel, and if you haven't watched our previous video, go ahead and do that. I will have the link in the description. And this is Matt. Matt, introduce yourself too.
Hi, I'm Matt from Home Loan Solutions.
Matt, tell us about what you do.
I am a mortgage broker. So basically, I am like going to the bank where you would go to apply for a loan, but I'm the progressive version of that online where instead of just getting one rate and one quote from one spot, I will take your information and shop it around the marketplace with various different lenders to make sure you're getting the best deal possible for your home purchase or refinance.
Awesome. And Matt, what did we talk about in our last video?
Last video, we talked about the impact of your credit score and the breakout of that and how it kind of builds into your overall profile as a buyer.
And today, we're going to talk about the difference between a pre-approval letter and a pre-qualification letter.
Absolutely. So there's one really big difference between the two of them. A pre-approval letter will have a full underwrite on the file before you actually go out and find your home. So one thing that a loan officer will do is collect your documents, submit them to underwriting on a TBD or to be determined address underwrite, and the underwriter will go through the file and then actually approve the loan conditionally based on you finding a house that fits the payment specifications as you go forward. On the pre-qualification, a loan officer may or may not grab documents from you beforehand. It's just a piece of paper that says, based on these numbers, we should be okay. Where the pre-approval will always be the stronger of the two when you're out shopping.
So, to a buyer or someone who's looking to go look at a house, why does a pre-approval letter matter to them?
The pre-approval letter matters a lot. It's basically giving you, credence or like verification that yes, I am an active buyer. I am able to actually purchase this house, and it lets your real estate agent know that you're a serious person. A lot of people try to get in with realtors that say, hey, show me a house. I don't want to get pre-approved though. Don't worry, I'm good for it. And as an agent, you're going to go out there and spend a lot of time showing 5, 10, 20 houses to someone that may not qualify for anything, let alone something at that price point. So you always want to have realistic expectations on what you can or cannot purchase, so you're not looking at the wrong inventory or getting into the market too soon.
Right. And for those who come to you, Matt, and say they're ready to start looking for a home, but they're not there yet, they're close to being able to get pre-approved, what are you able to do for them to help them get that pre-approval letter?
I'm able to go through all the basic steps, ask all the important questions that we'll need as far as building a buyer profile, letting people tell their story as far as what they're looking for, comfortable monthly payment, so on and so forth, so that I can go through and move numbers around to see what they'll actually qualify for, and then go ahead and start building their file for them ahead of time so that they can get out and shop for homes knowing that they are going to be good to go at the end of the day and get into something as far as a purchase contract where they'll actually be able to close on it.
Great. And when a buyer has, let's say a buyer out there right now has a pre-qualification letter in their hand, how easy is it to convert that over to a pre-approval letter? It's
pretty easy. All you'd have to do is, if you're working with the same loan officer, let's say at a bank, I know some banks will do TBD underwrites, other ones won't, or if you're working with a broker, they should have at least one company that they work with that will do a TBD underwrite for you. Will that be the lender that at the end of the day that you go through? Maybe, maybe not. It's all based on what the best pricing is when you go and get into a purchase contract and you want to lock your rate. But they should be able to convert it. It's just a matter of getting documentation in and getting it in front of an underwriter to make a decision.
And something that's also really important too to consider is, I had my train of thought and now I'm forgetting, but that's okay. If I go to one lender and I ask them for a good faith estimate, what's a good faith estimate?
Good faith estimates actually are gone now. Now we use the initial loan estimate, and then when you go through, you'll actually get a closing disclosure. So you're looking for a loan estimate now.
I'm looking for a loan estimate now. So it's no longer called a good faith estimate. So I've been saying that all this time, but okay. It's called a loan estimate. So that's why we're doing this. It's good. It's called a loan estimate. Now, if I go to 3 different lenders, is that going to hurt my credit score when they're checking me out?
As far as your pulling your credit?
Yes.
Or? Yes and no. I'll start with the no. If you go and you talk to a lender at Bank A and they pull your credit report, that gives you a 2-week or 14 days window to go and talk to any other lender with any other company and have them pull your credit as well for purpose of a mortgage. It will still show up as a view on your credit report, but there will be no initial or extra detrimental hit to your score at all. If you go outside of that 14-day window, then yes, it'll count as a new pull and affect your score.
Interesting, good to know.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to share?
Oh, no, I'm good for right now.
So, there you have it. There's your difference between a pre-approval letter and a pre-qualification letter. From a realtor's standpoint, most realtors won't start showing buyers houses until they have that pre-approval letter in their hand, because we won't make you risk falling in love with the house and a seller not take you seriously because you don't have a pre-approval letter or a pre-qualification letter and someone else has it before you, and you lose out on something that you could have easily had. And it's very easy to pull a pre-approval. What's the quickest time you've ever got a pre-approval letter printed and done?
From initial phone call with a client, within the hour.
So it's pretty easy to do, and so that's what we want you to understand. They just need the appropriate documentation, the information, and whatever else they need. So make sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and stay tuned for all of your real estate needs from Team KLAFT and
Home Loan Solutions.
See you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.